Hello, everybody. Welcome to Master Qui-Gon's Arcade. We're going to be starting on the new, not the new. We're going to be playing the Resurrection DLC. I'm going to be getting things ready and set up, but I also wanted to make a quick announcement. I wanted to say my condolences to George Lucas on behalf that his ex-wife Marcia Lucas just passed away. I believe maybe yesterday or maybe how long ago it was. It was posted on Entertainment Tonight, I believe, when I just got up from a nap. So I wanted to say my condolences and to say rest in peace to Marcia Lucas for pioneering on editing for films, including the Star Wars original, and being a cultural phenomenon on women's editorial for movies. So
I won't help a murderer like you.
welcome back, Mark. I just made an announcement. If you want to take a look online, just want to let you know that Marcia Lucas, George Lucas's ex-wife, just passed away at the age of 80. So just getting things set up right now, and then I'm going to try to, maybe do a 10-second moment of silence.
Yes, I saw on Instagram.
I have a feeling that it's gonna go around, and I know that some people are gonna make reviews about it, and I just wanted to kind of throw this out here as well, to kind of just saying rest in peace to Marcia. So debating if I want to open the window. So a moment of silence for her. Amen. All right. We are going to start the Resurrection campaign, and then we'll see what the next game's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to stream on Sundays because I know there's not a lot of people that would stream on Sundays. I haven't seen anybody lately the last time I did it. So we're going to probably opt out on a Sunday, but we will probably most likely return on Monday. I'm going to be doing Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. It's not going to be a full gameplay because obviously the gaming mechanics is not great whatsoever. So I'm going to try to do as much as I possibly can. And then we're going to figure something out afterwards. Who knows? Like I said, there's going to be a lot of other Star Wars games I kind of got rid of off my channel, and I'm going to restart. Some ones are
Shared your
replayability.
stream.
Thank you. Replayability. I've got Racers Revenge. I'm gonna redo the Phantom Menace this time. Jedi Knight, or Jedi Academy, sorry, or Outcast. Star Wars Demolition. Basically, the whole kit caboodle is gonna get redone, re-updated with better thumbnails. Obviously, with camera included. We're gonna rock this place. So, all right, let's begin.
Oh, did you see THR post I did for you? Hope you didn't mind me doing that, but I wanted to share your channel.
Oh, that's no problem, man. That's no problem. I don't think I checked it out lately. Like I said, I've been at work, and I don't know. I haven't been really on Discord as much. I just pop in every now and then. We're gonna skip cutscenes. We're just gonna jump right in. Oh, just for you aware, I'm wearing a Pennywise the Clown from the show It. So if you see a clown on my t-shirt, that's from a horror mini TV movie from 1990.
The Athulans said JSEC was kidnapping families. They must be here for more.
We sure are. This is Lima Kai of the Opportunity, calling the Corvus. Surrender now, before this gets ugly.
I was about to tell you the same thing.
Ha! Clem said you were stubborn. But hey, at least I tried. So long, Commander.
What's the plan, Iden?
Can you bring the Corvus up alongside that frigate?
Not until you take out those ships. I can dodge asteroids or I can dodge lasers. I can't do both.
I'm picking up starfighters and transports. What should I focus on? They all have to go. Just follow my lead and watch out for those asteroids. Don't worry, Mom. I remember what you taught me. He's done. Target destroyed.
I like how they got the AC-170 starfighters on here.
They're done for. We need to take out those starfighters. Waiting on you.
Scanners say the transports are almost empty. Gleb's forces must kidnap Athulans and ship them off in the transports.
That's cray-cray.
Let's blast those fighters. You got it. Cracked one. Say, help me take down those B-wings. Following your lead.
It's a good little campaign this. I enjoyed playing it back in 2018.
And I died. I was looking at your comment and clock. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, I thought it was alright. I thought it was alright.
Weaponized carriers are the only way to go anymore.
We'll watch their fire. Say, on me. Let's take down those transports.
I haven't even got a chance to finish up my Star Wars Shadowhunter book yet. I'm gonna plan a day on trying to finish it. It's like a 10-hour book, I think. Voiced by Sam Witwer, so that's gonna make it even more interesting. My wife's like, why didn't you buy the old book, the original book? I thought you liked the original book. And I was like, I don't mind the original book. I just want the Essential Collection because it's voiced by Sam Witwer.
Won't stop our operation.
So having him voice Maul and the Emperor in that same book makes it more entertaining. No disrespect to the other narrators for the Audible. I want to find a. I wish I had a book that, like, you know, explains about Watto and stuff. I mean, I know they have comic books, but you know, it'd be really nice.
You're not kidnapping anyone else today, Lima Kai.
Is that what you think? I have quarters to do. If I don't fill them here, I'll do it somewhere else.
I don't think so. You're not going anywhere. We need to slow down the JSEC frigate. Trip, draw their fire, and we'll take out the engines.
Roger.
the way.
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
Leave my ship alone!
No, that news what I was telling you about, I said yesterday about that guy that died. It was posted on the news that there was a bicycling accident. I guess my wife knows the guy because he used to work at Piggly Wiggly. So I guess he was riding his bike and I guess he crashed his bicycle
I think it's working.
over by the school, and he sustained a lot of head injuries because apparently he wasn't wearing a helmet, and then obviously he died from it. Right on the lawn of my daughter's school, so they had to evacuate people one by one. So that's kind of like how the news started.
Not that I did. You did it! The engines are fried!
Lima Kai, this is the last chance I will give you to surrender.
Glenn doesn't pay me to surrender. She pays me to get the job done. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Fight! Lima Kai is headed your way in an N1 starfighter, highly modified, and he's got heavy starfighters backing him up.
I'll distract Lima Kai. You take out his wingmen. Zane, wait! Too late.
Nick, do you like playing RPGs?
Depends on the game. I'm not really like too frugal on them, but it depends on the game, really. Like if it's like fantasy RPGs, I would probably say the closest one would be
I love a
maybe
good RPG.
Final Fantasy 7, but I was gonna stream that one, the original, like the PlayStation version, like.
Are you done with this friend yet? I'm working on it.
I don't know. I think it just mainly just depends on what kind of RPG it is. Like, what kind of game. Like, you know, I used to play a little bit of Diablo. I dabbled in a little bit of like Baldur's Gate and stuff, which I didn't know was part of the Dungeons and Dragons kind of franchise. So.
Bob, finish those guys and help me out. Just need a little longer.
It was actually kind of crazy. I'm
Now let's see about your friend.
I'm watching a documentary on Tubi, and it's called FPS First Person Shooter. And it's a documentary about first person shooter games. And there were even things I didn't even know. I didn't know the very first person shooter game came out in 1973 with a game called The Maze for the original Macintosh computer when it first came out with. Well, when it was affiliated with NASA, and that's where all the codings and stuff kind of came into play. And what's crazy enough is it, like,
I can't
not
play
even...
first-person games as through make me feel sick, nauseated, face vomiting.
So you got motion sickness? Is that's what you have?
I can keep his attention, but not forever. You got this. Just stay focused.
I mean, like I said, it depends on the RPG,
Yes, ma'am.
really. My uncle was always a big fantasy RPG kind of type of gamer back in his day, like Star Ocean, Final Fantasy, and a few
I
other.
guess so, but third-person games don't affect me like that.
That's fair. Oh yeah, this guy.
Start that bomb! Cut it out! Watch out back there!
I like how this person's got an N1 Naboo starfighter. At least that's what it was claimed that he's riding, but he's using seismic charges. I'm like, how does that work? And if that's the case, I think Din Djarin from The Mandalorian should have something similar to this.
I got something for you.
Yeah, he's got an N1 Naboo starfighter. That doesn't make any sense how he can use seismic charges.
Okay, enough already!
You know, I only took this job because it was supposed to be easy. Steady pay, hot food, a minimum number of people trying to stab me in the back. This line of work, that's practically retirement. You are ruining my retirement!
Yeah, that's a modified N1 Naboo starfighter. I don't know how you're able to. Well, I mean, you could find a way to kind of harvest.
Coming at you! Move!
Alright, quit moving around so I can get you.
Watch out back there! Oh, come on!
Got him.
I know it's a strong word and all, but I really hated that guy.
There we go.
I'm going after the frigate. Wait. It's over. The opportunity just surrendered. What? I take down their leader and they just give up? I may have told them that we were prepared to fire all of our concussion missiles at once. Zay, the Corvus never had missiles, you know that? Yeah, well, they don't know that.
I like how they try to digitally age her up in the game to make her look like that. I guarantee you one day we're going to see something similar to her. Like, you know, she's going to come back maybe in the 30th anniversary of Battlefront 2's campaign or whatever. And we're going to see if she really looks like that.
Where is she?
You're not gonna believe it.
She still looks very beautiful.
A little gray wouldn't hurt. You know, people assume having gray hair or something like that is a bad thing. I mean, it's just a sign of getting old, or, you know, maybe sometimes you have early grayness, I mean, in the family.
Part of my life.
Similar to early baldness. Like, I told my wife about it because she has gray in her hair. She's only 34, and I asked her, you know, she was asking herself, she's like, I don't know why I get, like, gray hair and stuff, and, you know, like, she hates it so much, like, she would have to dye her hair and stuff. And I told her, I said, you may have family in the past that may have early, you know, it's genetic, you know, early grayness. Like, my uncle had early baldness.
Been dead for decades.
You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. Aiden, look,
What is that light?
the First Order. It has to be. What have they done?
Come on. We find Gleb. We find out what happened to Del. Then you get back to
Oh,
the
yeah,
resistance and
yeah,
figure out
sorry.
what's
I
going on.
couldn't, it took me a while. Yeah, that was the beam with the old Hosnian Prime getting blown up.
Last I heard, people were still living here.
Gleb gave up on Vardos what the Empire did. I was wrong.
I got so bored I was doing impressions and stuff like that, you know?
It was Gleb. Drop your weapons. The Protectorate had outlived her usefulness to Project Resurrection and the First Order.
Project Resurrection. Kidnapping children.
Rescuing. Forging them into an army the likes of which this galaxy has never seen. The Senate
Luke,
won't stand
use
for
the
this.
Force. Use the...
Senate and the
Wait,
rest of the
wrong
House need
game.
systems
See you
there.
later.
Nothing but ashes.
Obi-Wan out.
Red lights in the sky. You see, the Republic spent decades doing nothing. And all along,
You're like...
we were
I'm just,
prepared
I'm just kidding.
for this day.
JSEC is fighting the First Order?
They're defending Vardos and protecting themselves. Doesn't mean JSEC is on our side.
I want to see like Hondo and Naka or something. Hey, everybody.
They're too busy tearing each other apart to notice us.
And we use that to our advantage. Let's go.
Well, they do that. Let them duke it out. Ooh. Pardon me.
Epic burp.
Epic burp.
They got heavy weapons!
There we go. That walker's down. Walk. Okay, she's been. I could let them duke it out, but I want some action too.
On my target!
Everyone I know is dead.
They're in sight! Keep their heads down!
Wow, man, I cleaned house. You know, I don't mind the First Order outfits being like re-updated versions of them. I know it sounds kind of corny, especially like, you know, how the sequel trilogy wound up being. You know, I think they could have utilized them a little bit more. And there wasn't really a whole lot of action except for maybe during the Force Awakens with those First Order troopers. But realistically, I mean,
They're in our way. Take them down.
yeah, and I kind of botched it by throwing a grenade and hit the wall. Woo! You hear that? They blasted him. He was like, woo!
Wish they would have done more with Captain Phasma. THST was a wasted character, I thought.
Scan the city for rescue beacons.
Yeah, you know, back when the trailer was coming out, man, I used to be like really super psyched. Like super psyched on it. I was like, man, Captain Phasma's gonna wipe the floor. This is gonna be so freaking cool and all. And then, like, all of a sudden now the blue, you know, she gets thrown in a trash compactor, and I kind of laughed about it, but then over the years I was like, wait a minute, basically they're doing a whole new Hope thing. And then all of a sudden, like, you see her back in the, like, I would say, you know, the Last Jedi, and you're like, oh my god, this is going to be freaking swell, you know? Biggest, like, epic fight ever, and it just, I wasn't too thrilled about it. What even blows my freaking mind is they cut a lot of great scenes out in the deleted scenes if you watch them. It's like, really? Like, Finn literally had a lot of words to say that what was it? That some of the First Order troopers were thinking about revolting against Phasma. Oh, we got another guy doing some teabagging up there. And then she's just like quick shots, kind of like almost like a Clint Eastwood Wild West move. Boom, 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 you know? But then they wasted that entirety of that scene. It's like, that could have been a little bit better. I think Rian Johnson was doing that just to piss people off for a living because, you know... Like... Visually, I thought it looked really great visually, and I thought some of the characteristics and some of the, like, the visual effects, the soundtracks, and all that stuff was pretty cool, but... You know, I'm not as mad as everybody else is. Like, everybody's going bananas when it comes to the show itself, or the movies itself. I personally just, right now. It's like, I'll watch it. I'll watch it once every blue moon if I want to kill a lot of time. I know it's not great enough, but I don't watch them as often as I do with the first 6 films, though. Wow, man, he's live. Blaster turret. I don't need a blaster turret.
There are only 2 beacons.
2 is better than 0.
You know, if...
Let's find Zay.
You know, instead of, you know, Rey being a Palpatine, she should have been a Solo, because then it would have made a whole total sense of, like, okay, they're playing off the cards of, like, the original Expanded Universe book with, you know,
anyway, whenever
Jaina
you
and
can
Jason.
check the post Jay did for you and tell me what you think.
I'll take a look, see if I can find it. Is he freaking doing it again? Now he's... Yeah, look at that.
Come on, Jay's waiting.
Guy's grinding behind the freaking fence area.
Eat a slice.
Oh, I think she said eat a slice. I was like, getting pizza we will. Not share it to yourself. Poof. Too drunk I am to eat pizza. Feeling sick to my stomach. Party too hard. You know. Yes, I also party too.
Let's get to that rescue beacon. Look, an old ATR ticket. Those walkers are dangerous. Fast, too. Could be useful.
They were used during the Clone Wars. Clone Wars. Give me PTSD I had. Colvin Trevor, man, I miss that guy, even though he had it so close, man. He almost got him. He almost got Dooku, and then Django came up, popped him. And he was the first Jedi to go down in honor. Oh, I evaporated. Well, yeah, they're fast, but they're not going to do much good. My first overtrooper just flew. That walker's just walking around like he's got nothing better else to do with his life. Switch that out and grab this one. I like how he's like, he doesn't have one on him, one of those walkers. He's walking. Might as well take it out.
The pod is part of the crossfire.
We take them out, every last one of them.
Officer!
That would suck if I missed. Oh wow, he was quick. I've always liked those Lambo class transports. That's nice. Feels good. I really seriously like how these people fly. Okay, playing people. We're gonna shoot the force is strong with this one. That is much clearer. Okay, there we go. Sweet. I threw it pretty good. Oh dear, it is I, C-3PO.
It's empty. I'm sorry.
No, don't be. She is out there somewhere. We just have to find her.
Okay. It's kind of surreal and crazy how the fact that you
how rude.
Chuta! How rude. Goodness gracious me. Me what? Oh, wonky.
Gotcha heavy!
Yeah. Juke doc.
Getting close.
We need to secure the area before we open the escape pod.
Good idea. Can't risk Jake getting hurt.
Me one-on-one. Every time I hear that, it reminds me of that Lego game. Not Lego game, the Lego series, and they would have it subtitled, and it'll say, "Would you like a cell phone?"
It's huge.
He goes, "Me one-on-one."
Yeah, well, we can't fight something like that.
It doesn't like you. Sorry. I don't like you either. You don't even know me. You know what? That's fair. I'm Pig Nose, and this is my brother-in-law, Scott. He's just visiting from Haunt. I had to get that from Family Guy. That was so funny. Between that and Gary the Stormtrooper from Robot Chicken. You know, they should have utilized these freaking things, man. I don't know why they've only used them just a little bit in the Rise of Skywalker. Like, you don't see those, like, ape-looking walkers. You only see them for, like, a little bit. Like, can you imagine if they, like, did some Star Wars movie where there was, like, this huge ground invasion? And these walkers are, like, were, like,
Would you
dropped in
consider
the middle
streaming
of
the Cal Kestis games?
I was thinking about it. They're really long games, I'll tell you that. Especially if you have to do stupid side quests. I could. I mean, nothing's bugging me. I mean, it is technically, you know, like I said, Star Wars. It's on my list. Just not gonna happen anytime soon. I don't want to burn out all these games, like, you know, playing them every day and then also just get burnt out of it. I'm going to try to space it out as much as I can by playing, like, other games that are not Star Wars related. I just kind of want to build that momentum.
Area secure.
Okay.
Like,
Let's check the escape pod.
there's been times I feel kind of burnt out. It's like, do I really want to do it? Or sometimes you just kind of lose that interest for a little while, and then that's not a good sign.
Alright, but here the 2 Jedi games would be good to see from you at some point.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like I'm not gonna play them. I will. It's just like it's gonna be a while before we even get there.
Don't worry.
I might even have to silence some of the scenes. Oh, well, I might have to play the game with, like, I want to say no. I don't know if I'm gonna do. I might have to do it with no music.
She's alive, Shrimp. And she's alone. Follow that beacon.
Didn't you just say at the last pod? You're like, oh my god, she's alive. I know she is. She's dead, Jim. Holy freaking donkey piss. Scared the crap out of me. You know, back when I was getting Jedi Survivor, I really wanted it. I don't think I pre-ordered it. I really wanted the Kenobi outfit. When they were promoting that Star Wars Kenobi series, they're like, yeah, you can pre-order, you get to wear, like, the Kenobi series outfit in the hit show, and it's like, dang it.
No. The beacon is close.
So I've been kind of wearing that, like, knockoff of Kyle Katarn's outfit the entire time. The last time I played.
Looks like JSEC's gaining ground. I didn't think they stood a chance.
They don't. If the First Order is falling back, it's a tactical maneuver. JSEC is gonna be crushed.
It's gonna be good. What the Sam Elliott? When I die, I want my eulogy to be voiced over by Morgan Freeman. If he could narrate the entire series of the entire movie of Shawshank Redemption, he's got my vote. Polo. Look at that, he flew right towards me. Oh, jeez.
More stormtroopers.
Come on, we're almost there. There we go. Fly. Oh, jeez, Louise. More of them? Can I just take care of you? You know, we were supposed to get like really, in the concept arts of Rise of Skywalker, we were supposed to get like really wicked concepts of the Imperial Walkers that were like all modified and all like messed up looking, that like former Imperial stormtroopers were going to help the New Republic revolt against the First Order. And that we were supposed to be getting this like big ass hologram from top of the Senate Tower of Leia, like saying a speech and stuff, and that Hux offed himself with Mace Windu's lightsaber. He was a lightsaber collector in his own personal office in Coruscant, so like we were going to see the Battle of Coruscant like 30 years later. Nope, out the window. You know, Colin Trevorrow, that was Colin Trevorrow's idea. Probably would have been much better than what we got. That's why I never really cared for JJ. You know, people were like, "Oh my God, JJ's here. He can save the franchise." I'm like, dude, he's not gonna save the franchise.
We're not out of this yet. Keep firing.
I was like, if he did anything with Star Trek, he's not gonna do good with Star Wars. Like, but you know, people thought I was full of shit. I proved them wrong.
No. Honey. Your dad is dead. What?
Hey Nick and Mark. Can't stay unfortunately, but wanted to wish you a good stream, mate. Hope every owns good red heart.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
End him for good.
You want to go after Hask?
Hurry up.
Oh my god. Gonga is in DA chat.
It was. He had to make a cameo appearance.
Mark.
They don't know we stole these ties. Stay in formation and look for an entrance.
I saw you sent Narayan's base vid. See that later. Huh?
Dio, hook up to the ties computer. Scan the Star Destroyer for a way inside.
Winking face.
What's the status of that hangar? It's packed with troopers. They cut us down as soon as we got on board. Keep looking.
Enjoy the weekend, lads. Have some relaxed time, grinning face.
Dude, I'm not gonna be
Yes,
relaxing.
I've started some more work on your base, so that's the next one I want us to focus on.
I don't got any time to relax. I gotta work today, and then I gotta work tomorrow on a Sunday. I get double time for that. I only get one day off, man. I gotta work. I get off on Monday, and then I gotta go back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. Then I gotta work Monday through Saturday. It's like every other. It's like I get every other weekend.
Nick, you have a base on Planet Quick-8, but we haven't started that yet.
I come in there and there's a bonfire made, and that was it. And it's like, oh.
Then open fire. Maybe we can catch them off guard.
Well, I'll have to worry about the bears. I mean, I'm a force.
Take them down.
They're coming for us. Dio, find us a way in. Get creative if you have to. Shred. It's gonna take time.
So we're gonna take down these.
You guys plan? Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask you guys. Are you guys getting the re-release theatrical-wise of A New Hope in your guys' country as well, or is it just the U.S. only for next year? For I think it's like April 2027 for the original Star Wars. And if so, are you guys going to see it? I'm gonna see it just because it's part of my bucket list. I'm gonna see them all, dude. I'm gonna see them all. Like, I want to see that. I want to see Empire. I want to see Jedi in theaters for the first time. I want to go see Attack of the Clones again, and that first time in 25 years. I have fun, dude. I love going to see Star Wars movies in theaters, man. I just feel like more relaxing than just doing it at home. I almost teared up when I saw The Mandalorian. I was like getting all geared up. I was like, oh my god. Just sitting there and waiting for the Lucasfilm logo to pop up, and it's just like, here we go. 7 years later. I'll tell you, I feel like that movie's way overhated. I'm not saying I like it all the way. I mean, like I said, it wasn't necessary, no, but it felt like Solo. It was a movie that was decent. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good.
I've seen some bad reviews for the Mandalorian movie.
Yeah, but those are from critics, though. If you're also looking at other reviewers, I mean, here's my problem. What I don't understand is that, okay, so Vader's order, I really don't want to call him out, but I'm going to give him as an example. He came back doing a review, because, you know, they had early screenings. And he said that he enjoyed the film a lot, right? People were going right after him, man, calling him a shill and, you know, basically saying this guy is paid under Disney, he's full of crap, his movie sucks, I don't know what he's thinking. So it comes down to where, like, we're attacking people for having an opinion, or just even having fun. You know, people want to enjoy something. I mean, like I said, I felt like I give the movie like I think I said it's like a 7.5 out of 10. It's enjoyable, but was it needed? No. However, I have been waiting, you know, I've been one of those people that have been waiting for Star Wars since like the last 7 years. I am at the back of the ship. What do you want?
There's a heat sink next to the engine? We'll destroy it and make our own entrance. We're heading to the Star Destroyer's rear.
In the rear. But, you know, like I said, you like it, you hate it, you know, it's like now we have to hate this movie. It's like, it's nothing like the sequels. I feel like most people hate it just because they want to build views. You make money off YouTube by hating on something or just speaking your mind. You're not even causing opinions anymore. You're just, it's more like we have this opinion-based talk when it comes to Star Wars is basically like out the window, and it has been for over a decade now. Now we're in this debating stuff, and people love fighting. That's like, okay, let me give you an example, Mark. Let's just say you enjoyed, I don't know, The Acolyte. I would have been like, okay, that's fine. You like it, that's fine. But I'm not gonna come after you for it and like make, you know, pitchforks and torches and start making verbal threats because you like something. I think that's so stupid. I think it's well thought out. And this is just an example. I don't like The Acolyte, but I'm just throwing this as an example. And
We need to access the ship's logs.
it's poorly
Data
thought out,
hub,
and I think it's
communication
stupid, and I
center,
think we need to
whatever
grow
can
up.
find first.
You know,
Information are we looking for? Anything that might help the resistance.
like, I just think that we're just acting like, you know, most people are acting like kids. It's like, dude, just
We can use the First Order's weapons against them. Stock up.
act like a bunch of grown-ups, man.
Sorry.
I haven't seen The Acolyte, but I heard it's woke.
Well, yeah, but I'm just giving you an example. Like, if you like something, nobody should come after you because you have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's entitled to either like something or hate something, and you know, people have been talking about this for like a long time. And I feel like it's not fair when people have to silence themselves because you got people coming after each other for shits and giggles, just to tell you how terrible it is and how Star Wars is dead. It's like, Star Wars is not always dead, dude. Maybe for certain individuals, you know. I've seen comment sections where people are like, you know, Star Wars is dead. Disney killed it. Star Wars has been dead since 2012. I've seen people say Star Wars is dead since 1983 or 99 or whatever.
I remember when The Last Jedi caused a civil war in the Star Wars fan base.
Yeah, it did, but you know, I come to the realization, you know, this is where I can be full of it too, but I believe Star Wars really has nothing to do with the way it is. It's the fan base that is the real problem.
Something worth protecting.
And I can prove it
I think we found the place.
on why I would think the fan base destroyed its own franchise, you know, Star Wars, and the way it is. And you could scale it all the way back to 78. We're not talking about the first movie. We're talking about 1978 with the holiday special.
You see anything?
Because Star Wars has always been rocky. It's not always going to be perfect. You know, then you wonder why Empire Strikes Back underperformed in 1980. And then 1983, you have Return of the Jedi, which was met with moderate mixed reviews. Some people were claiming that it was good.
Toxic fans everywhere.
It is, man. Anybody can be one. You know, but that has been like that for almost 40 years. Like I said, you know, people were criticizing the ending of Return of the Jedi because of how a bunch of teddy bears defeated the Empire with sticks and spears and rocks, and then how the Emperor was supposed to be this big baddie, and all of a sudden he gets wasted like hotcakes. You know, and how it's just the way it was. And then you skim ahead with the TV movies like Caravan of Courage or Ewoks, you know. Nothing like Star Wars. Nothing had to do with Star Wars. I mean, it is, but to a certain degree. There were earlier concepts, but it was mixed reviews, you know. Some people loved it, some people hated it. And some people were very confused. Then you skim ahead to
We're gonna rip this Star Destroyer
the special editions, the 97 special editions. People were divided on that one too. People were pissed that, you know, they were making alternate changes to the original trilogy, and George didn't like the original concept of his movies that he made. So he did that for a very specific reason. And then all of a sudden people are getting so excited with the prequels.
Okay, load up on detonators.
That even the first and second movie that people claim wasn't good. You know? And then when episode 3 came out, people were saying, oh, well, this is a step up. However, it didn't save the franchise. Star Wars is dead. And people were so eager to get George out of Star Wars. You know, even when the Clone Wars movie came out in 2008, it
My
bombed.
favorite trilogy is the prequel trilogy.
I like all 6 films, plain and simple, but, you know, I grew up with the prequels, you know, obviously. But then you know, proving my point. Because then, you know, after the Clone Wars movie bombed, the Clone Wars series came in. People hated the first, you know, hated Ahsoka during the first and second, you know, first season. And basically calling her an SJW, that a female character stealing Star Wars, you know, blah, 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 blah. Anakin didn't have an apprentice, wouldn't make sense, it ruined, you know, the continuity, yeah, all that kind of stupid shit, right? And then, you know, rightfully so, George sold Star Wars.
Need a slice.
So when he sold Star Wars, people were excited, like the Ewok parade. Everybody was all dancing and all excited. They're like, oh my God, he's finally gone. And then people were like, oh my God, Kathleen Kennedy and Disney are going to save the franchise. While looking at it the way it now is, I knew it was going to be a problem.
Take him down.
I made comments about it years ago, and people thought I was full of crap. I said, I don't trust Kathy, man. The way she was explaining stuff in interviews and stuff, I was just like, that doesn't sound right. In fact, that sounds pretty bad. And they were like, no, you're just a Star Wars hater. Kathleen Kennedy could have saved this franchise. And then guess what happened? The last, you know, The Force Awakens comes in. People were confused, saying why it looked like a rehash of A New Hope. But it was the start of a franchise that made $2 billion. And then all of a sudden, Rogue One comes in. People are jumping off their seats. It's like, oh my God, you know. Best movie ever, which I can agree. And then The Last Jedi came in, and boy, oh boy, that turned a lot of people's heads to the point where people were like wanting George back now. And it's like,
We're almost done.
I'm like,
Here.
this
Be
is
ready.
what you basically guys deserve.
Zay, if we plant detonators on that
I
generator,
said, you
this ship
know.
will go from light speed to stopping in a second.
Sounds dangerous. Let's do it.
Let's get those detonators on that generator.
I'm like, for those people that have been treating George like crap for over the years, I'm like, I think you guys had it coming. But see, here's also another problem too. The way that the prequels are being, you know, or the sequels are being treated for people who grew up on them. People want to be Star Wars fans or whatnot.
Yep, nearly done.
The way it's being received, even to this very day, I kind of feel bad for it in some way, shape, or form.
I think the TV shows are better than the sequel trilogy.
Well, yeah. You know. But here's my point, though. Are people no better than the prequel haters? I mean, sure, Star Wars, the sequel trilogy is disjointed, and, you know, I have my distaste of it. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. But, you know, for kids that are growing up for Star Wars and whatever, it's like, now you have to hide behind, you know, have to hide somewhere in order to enjoy it. Otherwise, the entire fan base is coming after you, which is not right, because that's exactly what it was with the prequel trilogy 25 years ago. You literally couldn't say nothing about Star Wars without people crapping on you for it. You know, and when people say, oh, no, we can, you know, like, if you want to discuss about the sequels, we'll talk about it, but nobody wants to talk about it. Because they're afraid to speak their mind. Or it's like, you know, when people say, oh yeah, if you guys like the sequels, more power to you. Okay, if it's more power to them, then why aren't you guys giving them a chance to kind of say their piece? And at least listen to them first before, you know what I mean? No, I'm not trying to defend that, but I'm seeing a pattern over the years. It's like, you know, there's going to come a time where this is how it's going to work. There's gonna come a time, and people are gonna deny about this, but that's what they said about the prequels. Is there's gonna come a time where they're gonna make content. They're gonna make content that kind of builds the story up a little bit between whatever time period they're gonna do it. Could be between the Force Awakens or between the Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Blah 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 blah. And when things start to make sense, people are gonna start liking them. And then there's going to be a whole new trilogy built under Disney that people are going to start hating. So it's going to be like a vicious circle. It always seems to be like every new trilogy, someone's going to hate it, or the fan base is going to hate it. And then the old trilogies, people are going to start growing and liking them once they build more content, because eventually that's where we're going to be heading there.
We're clear.
Like it or not.
You find us the right out
You know, people are like, well, this is not going to lead to the Force Awakens. Well, it's going to have to.
Well, if it flies, I'm happy. See you soon.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Okay, all that's left is the backup generator. They probably locked it behind a security door. I'll slice it open.
Nothing you can do about it, man.
I think 3 trilogies are enough.
Well, yeah. I mean, people wanted to see what 10, 11, and 12 were going to be like, and it's like, I think we've already established what the past trilogy could have done. See, if JJ would have, if there was a concrete plan to keep one director to make 3 movies, it probably wouldn't have came out as bad. It probably would have been more like
more stormtroopers.
Disappointing, but it wouldn't be where people are going to be divided. In my knowledge. But like I said, JJ wasn't the right choice for making Star Wars. That guy already bad. He caused a lot of problems with Star Trek. And I saw like the very first Star Trek, remake in 2009, and I thought that movie was completely ass backwards. And then I saw Into Darkness, and I thought that it was an alright movie, a little bit better than the first one, but and then Star Trek Beyond, even though he didn't direct it, he was an executive producer. I thought Star Trek Beyond was better.
Directed the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, but back then though, he was basically still an animator. And I remember like the rumors were spiraling around that he didn't even want to take the job, or that he didn't want to take a position like Kathy, and that he wanted to stay as more of an animator. But I guess it changed his mind over the years. Oh, one fun fact, the micro-series Star Wars animator Danny Tartakovsky was going to be George Lucas's #1 pick for a successor, but Genndy turned it down because he didn't want to be a leader. He wanted to be an animator. Otherwise, he would have been the one taking over Lucasfilm. At least that was what the elephant, reading the elephant in the room. I think Genndy would have been a really good spiritual successor if need be. We probably would have got more 2D animations instead of 3D. To a certain degree. But, it is what it is. Maybe there's an alternate universe on a lot of things. That's why I hate these stupid posts that people make on YouTube where it says, which trilogy is your favorite? And then you read them and then people just spew out bullshit. It's so terrible because then, even, like, yes, the sequels, are bad and stuff, but if you start reading people's comments, people are like, well, the prequels are garbage too. It's like you would think the original trilogy is not, like, hear me out. It's like, the original trilogy is more like a masterpiece. It's like, you do realize the original trilogy had flaws too, right? Don't deny it.
Come
Don't
on,
make it like
let's
it's
set
like
these final
completely
charges,
flawless
then
with
get to the
no
resistance
issues.
base.
There was always issues from the start. Also, I think Marcia Lucas, rest in peace, snuck up some editorial when she was doing editing. She snuck off and did a few things behind George's back, so that when the premiere started and saw Star Wars, supposedly there were certain scenes that George was pretty pissed off about. But, you know, it is what it is. They're not here, but proceeds to me blasting them in the head. No words to it, but he's got tenure. I love the soundtrack. This reminds, I think this was the, well, it actually did, well, the song stopped. Alright, never mind.
Sure. Then we find Triv and get out of here.
Triv.
Say?
That's the Iden I remember. Bold, unpredictable. Use your weapon. Come on, use your weapon.
Good, Anakin,
Say?
good. Let the hate flow through you. You're not helping.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Made you weak.
Who would have thought that it was basically going to be, that was part of Infernal Squad. He was the one, he's always in one group. You always got one,
You okay?
you guys always got a kiss ass of a person.
I'm okay. You? Never better. Let's finish this.
Ugh.
Now let's stop this shit.
I guess that was it. Dude, I probably streamed not even an hour. That's insane. Whatever. I mean, I skipped the cutscenes. Guys know about more about it. This game's been out for almost 10 years already.
It was short but still good to see.
Yeah, it was good. It's good. Oh, I didn't even know. I did. Wow. Oh, that was a really short DLC. Holy cow! I think I started the stream a little at what, right around 8:30 ish, right around there, and it's only been like what, an hour, over an hour of gameplay. It's good, dub. Thought it was gonna last until like fucking, sorry, freaking noon. Well, I guess I get one swear. I guess I got one F-bomb today. Thought it was gonna be long. I haven't played it in a long time, and well, actually, you know what? Maybe I should call this quits, and then maybe within the next half hour, gear up. We'll do that Rebel Assault 2. Like I said, it's not going to be like 2-3 hours or anything. This might even be like 30 minutes, maybe even like 45 minutes of the stream, maybe less than that. Like you're gonna see. I'm probably gonna rage out, man. I'm probably gonna rage out, and I'm gonna do that on purpose, just so that I can prove a point that Rebel Assault 2 it's great, it's cool, it's interesting, but the controllers are garbage, man.
Okay, if you do another stream later, I'll come back.
Yeah, it's about 9:34 on my time, so give me about like a half hour, maybe less, and then I got a surprise for you too. It's going to be a little ridiculous, but trust me, it's going to be interesting. And then we'll kick off Rebel Assault 2, and then I don't know how long it's going to be. Maybe even, I don't know. And then we'll figure out what the other game's going to be. I don't know what's going to be right now.
Surprise for me.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I kind of wish Gun and the rest of the group would have saw this one. They're going to see this. They're going to see it. It's going to be very, very cray-cray. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then once we're done with Rebel Assault 2, then we'll figure something out with what other games we're going to play. And I'll let you guys know.
Wiggy. Look forward to it. I'll share your next stream too.
All right. So give me about a half hour. I'm going to end this stream now, and then we'll jump into Rebel Assault 2, and then I better not get a partial copyright strike for this one, because it's basically, have you seen the game? Because the gameplay, you're basically playing like a live action person, and you're basically
okay,
doing.
Nick, see you a bit later.
You know. It's going to have live action cutscenes, and it's going to have like live action gameplay. That's the kind of game it is. And I think I got a partial strike from it because I'm like, why am I getting a strike from it? I've seen people play it.
No, don't think I've seen Rebel Assault 2.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyways, thanks for jumping in. I'll see you in a little bit, and we'll jump up and we'll play Rebel Assault 2 in, I say, about a half hour. And, yeah. See you soon.